Hey y'all, Pat here. Decided to do a video on this car. I usually don't do a whole lot of videos. I usually, post on Club Hot Rod or on the Ham. You might have seen me on there. My screen name is Falcon Van. I've been putting cars on both of those for several years. But I thought I'd try to do a video on this one, move up into the 21st century a little bit and see if maybe I can get a little better at it. I know this is my first one, so it's probably not going to be that great. But anyway, this is the car I'm doing. It's a 61 Impala 4-door hardtop. I got this from a good friend of mine. And he had done quite a bit of work on it over the years. He had it on the road for quite a while. So he's got, he rebuilt the front end. He's got G-bodied lowered spindles and disc brakes, and it's got new shocks all the way around. I think it's got a new fuel tank in it and all new fuel lines. It's got a Borgenson quick ratio power steering box. It's got Flowmaster exhaust on it. He was running a pretty hot small block in it, and took it off the road to use a small block for a 69 GMC truck. So I ended up with the car. But pretty solid old car. Just not a whole lot of rust, just a little bit. And I've kind of started on the body work. So if you look back here, it's, kind of patched this quarter up a little bit. Had a little bit to do back there, and there's a patch on the other side on the quarter, and I had to rebuild this trunk rail. But I mean, floorboards are super solid, trunk is super solid. But the comments I got, of course, is, well, it would be a really cool car if it wasn't a four-door. Well, I don't mind four doors. I built a few of them over the years, and they're good cars. They're nice cruisers, and hell, it all looks the same from behind the steering wheel. But I've been watching some videos of Chad Hiltz building that really cool COE truck he's building now, and the guy on DD Speed Shop that does all the 55, 57 Chevys. He's done a bunch of two-door conversions, and he's doing a two-door hardtop conversion right now on one that's pretty cool. And the more I thought about it, I thought, man, I think I'm going to try this, or at least seriously think about it. Just more or less just to see if I could do it. It's not that I just wanted this thing to be a two-door that bad. I just wanted to see if I could pull it off. So like I said, I got a parts car with this thing. So this is a four-door hardtop. The parts car I got was a four-door post. And so what I did is I pulled the front doors off of it. And my first thought was to cut this thing cut the door on the car right behind the door handle. And the doors are 8 inches longer for a two-door. So then cut this door up in here, 8 inches, or 10 inches longer, I'm sorry, cut them up in here, and basically weld that half of the door onto the other half of the door. But there's just too many things were different. If you look at this back plate, that latch is in a totally different location. The bottom of these doors isn't very good. The way the post is supported in there is completely different. Kind of hard to transfer to a hardtop. So what I decided to do was I went ahead and took the door and basically cut the skin off the front 10 inches longer than, to make the door 10 inches longer. And I just basically going to use this as a skin, and it's going to go up here like that. I'll cut the skin there and weld that on. And then, so this back plate of the door back here, I'm basically going to cut this seam here where these two pieces go together, and then probably cut it down in here and just move that whole corner back and support it and reskin it. I'm going to use pieces off the old door. But I think I can pull it off. Anyway, we're going to give it a shot. So initially I was wondering if I could do it. The more I looked at it, it's like, I'm determined I'm going to try it, and I'm going to make it work. So that's what we're going to try. I'm not going to do videos showing every step of it. I'll try to do some as I get more and more done and show what's going on. And try to do a little better video as I go along. So here's the motor that's going on it. That's the original 283 that came out of it, and it's a 60 over 283, and I'm going to put a set of later model 416 305 heads on it, and I'm going to put a TBI fuel injection on it, just so I don't have to mess with the carburetor, and I'm going to put air conditioning in it, and I am taking the automatic out. This had a turbo 350, and I pulled all this out of the parts car today, and it's just going to be a regular 3-speed on the column. So not going to be fast, just a nice cruiser, comfortable, air conditioning, you know, nice one just to buzz around in, go to shows, go to some cruises. But anyway, that's the deal, and that's it until next time.